get my chest to liquor. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, Ole Green is the I'm a player on the late night tip. So see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there from Ajayi. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. J hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Returnable for Dorset. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Big 20, big 20. Give me radar. White.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Norris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when, When a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Watch him now, Barney!
This is Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go play action here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now Allen throwing on second down, escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Gets past him at the 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Didn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Like 22. Go here.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Bills have recovered.
I love football. I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Now it's Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looks to throw on 2nd down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Stafford on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Stafford rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring the this one out to the 27. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, Stafford here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Set. 180. Like 7. Hey, we got like 50, like 50. Real right. 22.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
10.
Third and long, it's Stafford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way. Down inside the 20.
Tag 50, tag 50. Hey, tag 50 left.
Here's White. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. Zebra. Script's right.
On the toss, here's White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Set. Waiting. Double, set. Go here.
Out of the gun, Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. I'm here in Orchard Park where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield.
Detroit,
Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On second down, here's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And now past another. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now a first down throw. Stafford looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
All right, let's count them up. 3 plays, 3 first downs. Hard to be more efficient than that on offense. And I have to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator, because right now, I'll guarantee you the head coach is standing right next to him or is talking to him on the headset and saying, hey, what are we going to do to slow these guys down? And the defensive coordinator is frantically looking at his play sheet and trying to come up with something. I don't know if it comes with more pressure, with different zone defense, some type of a combination, but something has to change.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They go here.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit towards the field goal.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone, gone.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Stafford. Now he'll turn and throw deep back into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Room to run past midfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Gun.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on second and just a yard.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go now.
first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This give is to McCoy. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go again to McCoy. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Lucky 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Blitz coming, And down he goes. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Returnable for Dorsett. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out come the Patriots. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again is Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford looks to throw again. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right. 10-54. 11-11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Stafford on 1st down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, tag 50 left.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, no new friends,